Happy GA Flashback Friday on Thursday! And I know what you're thinking. One, it's on Thursday, and two, it's about damn time. I know. So we need to clear the air because I know it's been like a zillion years since I've done a video. And that's not something that I'm proud of. I am so insanely busy right now. Hence why I'm doing this video on Thursday, because even though I'm off work tomorrow, doesn't mean I'm off work tomorrow. God, I hope I'm off work tomorrow. I have to work today, and I have to go in tonight, and I'm nuts. Life right now is beyond anything that I could have ever thought or comprehended, and the last couple of weeks have been horrendous. I, in the last 2 weeks, have gotten promoted again at work. I'm pulling almost 40 hours a week. I am, raising my 2 kids. I'm finishing up school, or I had been finishing up school the last 2 weeks. I had 2 major finals to do, 2 PowerPoint presentations to present. I had to write 3 papers. I had to write a biology journal. I had to go into work when I wasn't supposed to go into work. It's just been nuts. And the last thing I had time for was to do a video. I literally would come home and I would hit this pillow and I would just cry because I'm exhausted. I knew that life was going to get crazy when I went back to work. I don't think that I was fully prepared for this level of crazy, but this level of crazy is actually going to die down because once the holidays are over. Right now, it's just the holiday rush. When you work in retail, like I do, usually the end of October through the end of December is chaos. And that's no different for me. I am getting ready to work a 37-hour week next week. I have to work Black Friday. I do not have to work Thanksgiving, thank God. I was supposed to work in Thanksgiving. I don't have to work Thanksgiving. I have to work Black Friday. I have to work Saturday. I have to work Sunday. It's nuts. I think that I'm pulling like 38 and a half, 39 hours next week. I am nuts. And now that I'm an assistant manager, I've got a whole new level of crap to do. Like, I am second in command now. Before I was third. Now I'm second. Now if, my boss can't be at work, it's on me. And so, thankfully she's, level-headed and she does her job and everything goes well. It's just absolutely nuts. And so I haven't forgot about you guys. I feel terrible. I hate not being able to get everything done, and by the time I get things done, it's just, I have other videos that I've done that I'm still editing and still working on because I'm just not happy with them because I look like death and I look like a zombie and I hate them. And so I'm probably going to end up reshooting all of them and getting them up to you. I have 2 recap videos I've got to get up. I have 2 Flashback Friday videos that I have to get done. I know. I haven't forgot about you guys. You are always on my mind. I check into the page daily. I'm just, I can't even begin to fathom my life right now. And so, but I had time today to do Flashback Friday for tomorrow, a day early. So I'm just shooting it. I'm getting it done. I will post it tomorrow. It will be fine. We will make it through this, hell or high water, and I will get my brain back eventually. I am out of school for a couple of weeks. I am done with finals. I am proud to say I pulled 2 A's. I'm ecstatic for that. And so I am delivering Flashback Friday to you on time, by God, because I have a minute to do so. And so I'm taking full advantage of it and giving you guys my time. But we are not here to talk about that whole boatload of crazy. We are here for GA Flashback Friday, where I recap a past episode of Ghost Adventures, and today I get to actually recap one of my favorite episodes of Ghost Adventures, the Villisca Axe Murder House. This house is no freaking joke. It is cray-cray. It is constantly making the news for one reason or another. Just recently, something came across Facebook about a man who committed suicide after being in the house. So we know, obviously, that this house is no joke. Now, as always, I like to give you guys a little bit of history. The Villisca Axe Murder House is in Villisca, Iowa, smack dab in the middle of corn and cows, in the middle of nowhere. And it's got a very dark, sinister history. On June 10th, 1912, 8 people were murdered, 6 of them children. by an axe murderer. The murder has gone unsolved. No one knows. It was such a popular story nationwide that it actually ripped the sinking of the Titanic off of the front page of the newspaper. It captured America. It captured headlines. And it is just an absolute tragedy. As I said, 8 people were murdered, 6 of them children. 4 of them were the Moore children. The Moore family lived in the home. There was 2 girls that were there visiting after church, and they were killed as well as Sarah and Josiah Moore. They have yet to solve the murder. It is absolutely nuts. This house is full of oppressive, dark, nasty energy. Anyone who goes in there is just taken over, and you are pulled back a time and again just because of the absolute craziness of the house. People have been physically attacked. They've been scratched. It's caused possessions. It is just cuckoo cray cray for Cocoa Puffs. They actually had someone confess to the murder. The jury didn't believe them. I don't know why. That's beyond me. It was a rigged situation. And so I think that it's such a dark and oppressive place because the family, the Moore family, after death, still want justice for their children. I mean, you got to think about Sarah and Josiah Moore. They want justice for their 4 children. They want justice for the 2 girls that were killed. I think everybody wants that. And who wouldn't? As a parent, I wouldn't want for 1 second to think about my children, being murdered. When the guys went into lockdown, it was crazy. Some of the craziest EVPs I've ever heard captured in my life. This was kind of an EVP overload for me. And these EVPs were powerful, and they were strong, and they were sad, and they were sinister, and they were scary. They started lockdown with Roy. He's a law enforcement officer in the area, and he's a very big skeptic. And they brought him in to kind of show him how things are done, and they used a digital recorder, and they got some really good EVPs. One of the most chilling EVPs that kind of made Roy go white, no pun intended, as a ghost, was one that says, "I killed 6 kids," and it almost was like a question mark. I killed 6 kids? Really? I did that? And then while they were analyzing the EVPs in the barn with Roy, one of the most amazing pieces of evidence I've ever seen captured in the history of Ghost Adventures, they had a motion censored night vision camera that actually caught these really loud footsteps and a door being slammed shut. And it was not like, oh, the wind caught the door. No, someone walked up to the door and slammed the damn thing shut. It scared the living crap out of me the first time I seen it, and it scared the living crap out of me the second time I seen it. It's just unbelievable. So they go back into the house, and they finish up lockdown with a spirit box session, and they get some amazing evidence. They get a little boy saying, "Want to play?" And when they ask him what his name was, he says Paul. Paul is one of the boys. Paul Moore was one of the boys that passed away. They actually did another recording session. Nick and Zach were up in the attic with the axe where everything took place, and they got some EVPs that said, "We're going to keep them in the dark because they don't step in heaven yet." That broke my heart, because it's basically saying that we're keeping you on this side. We're holding them from heaven. We're keeping them from moving on. These poor children are not allowed to go anywhere. They're stuck. And whatever force has got them in life has apparently got them in death as well, and he's kind of holding them back from heaven. And that is just how I took that EVP, and that was heartbreaking to me, because I can't imagine one being stuck between a realm, being stuck between the curtain and not being able to move on and be at peace, and kind of being tortured almost for the rest of your after death life, I guess. No matter what you do, you're being held by a force, and there's no way that anybody can oppress, can get them to move on. And it's just one of those heart-wrenching EVPs that you don't ever want to hear. I think some of the most powerful EVPs are the ones that really tug at your heartstrings, and when you know that someone is really struggling on the other side and they want to be free and they can't be, it just sucks all the way around. But overall, the Villisca Axe Murder House is insane. I would love to go. I'm amazingly not that far away. I'm only like 5 or 6 hours away. I would love to just get in the car and go and investigate it. But on the same token, it scares the living crap out of me to investigate it. I can't imagine what could follow me home, or how I could feel or how it would affect me, because I've seen so many negative stories come out of this place. Very few have been good. Very few have been worth anything of positivity. And so it just scares me to think that if I subjected myself to that, what I would be exposing myself to. But on the same token, that's paranormal investigation at its finest. It's a dangerous job. It's not something to be taken lightly. And so would I do it? Of course. Would I be very smart about it? Absolutely. I would take it one step at a time, and when it became too much, I would back off. I think that you have to know your line as a paranormal investigator, and you have to know what you can and can't handle. And I think I would push my line and I would flirt with it, but I would for sure back off when it became too much, because at the end of the day, I have myself and I have my children to protect. So it would be very interesting, and I hope to do it soon. It's on my bucket list. But that is all I have for GA Flashback Friday on Thursday. I will work my tail off to be back on Wednesday for GAQA. What should I do Wednesday? I am going to work my hardest. So get your questions into me and get those submitted, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. Much love and happiness. Have a great, amazing weekend. Bye.